Strange Adventures. Yeah, this book, very hyped up. Everyone is super excited for what this book's gonna be and what it's gonna be like, because this is the creative team that brought us Mr. Miracle and Sheriff of Babylon. You got Tom King, who people, you love him, you hate him, you don't like Heroes in Crisis no matter what you think about the guy. And Mitch Gerads, who is arguably one of the coolest guys working in comic books. I follow him on Twitter. He's really cool. I like him. He's so funny. And you even got Doc Shaner in here doing some of the artwork too, and he's a really good artist. This is a great team doing something that really speaks true to what the writer can do for a character such as Adam Strange, and that is a 12-part miniseries. What? Who would have thought that would happen with Adam Strange? So yes, the team that gave us Mr. Miracle is doing Adam Strange, a character who is not as interesting as Mr. Miracle, and by all accounts doesn't matter in the grand scheme of the universe in terms of continuity or characters, because nobody really... does anybody really like Adam Strange? Can somebody answer that to me? I don't care. I never liked him. He was in Krypton for some reason. So just let me know if you guys like him or not. I don't care. But I will say, I read this first issue, I was very hesitant because I knew what I liked about Mr. Miracle. And I've always had a fascination with the character of Mr. Miracle, so that kind of helped me like that. But this book, I didn't know what to feel. So the general idea of this story is Adam Strange is a war hero who fought on a distant planet. Zenn-La, is that the planet? I can't remember. And he comes back to Earth, he's got a wife, and they're happy, and he's this author of a book about his time fighting for this planet. And everyone thinks he's a hero, and everyone loves him so much. And in classic Tom King and Mitch Gerads fashion, he's depressed, because we can't have a main hero who isn't depressed when we're doing a maxi series from these two. Which, you know what, I'm not going to complain. I think there's a story to be told in that kind of concept. So I'm on board with it. Like, I'm not against what it's doing or what it could be doing, so I'm not going to complain about the whole depressed angle against himself. He is not as depressed as Scott Free, so I like that part, and it's going to work. And the wife, it's the wife herself, Elena, I think is her name. She's not Big Barda. She's not that wife. She's a different kind of wife, so concept's kind of similar, but the characters act differently, so it's okay. Then as one of these reports is going around of, just who he is, what he did in the war, somebody calls him a murderer and an evil guy for the things he did, the war atrocities and crimes he committed while fighting in the war. And it starts this whole global idea of Adam Strange as this bad person, as this criminal, because the guy who accused him gets murdered. And we see his head gets blown off by alien tech and what that could be. And it could be similar to what Adam Strange uses in his gun. And while this story is unfolding, we get flashbacks to what is happening on Zenn-La when he's working there. Is Zenn-La Silver Surfer? Crap, now I'm confused. Whatever. So the planet that he lives on, it's different than... So the artwork, the sad, depressing stuff is Mitch Gerads. The happy, war times, Adam Strange is a hero, Doc Shaner. And it works because both those art styles, they work together in terms of seeing the bright, positive stuff in the bleak outlook that is reality. I think it works really well, and those two make a great pairing back and forth for their stuff. And it definitely works when you get the non-linear stuff that Tom King loves to do, so it works for me. And I'm really liking what is happening with the artwork in this book. And I can guarantee you we're going to see Adam Strange do some of the atrocious things that he was accused of, whether that be as serious as what was said or what that could become. I think we're going to see him do things he's not proud of, which I'm kind of excited for. And now the idea comes into play, is Adam Strange a criminal? Or is he like a warmonger kind of guy? And who does he call to help him? Clear his name, Batman. Of course it's Batman because it's Tom King. But no, it's pretty cool. But Batman says, I know you too well. We are friends. I don't want to give you more positive light, and people are going to think I'm just doing it because I know you. So I'm not going to do that. I can refer you to somebody who doesn't really know you, who can help you clear your name and do something nice. And what I really liked about this was we didn't go in like the typical Tom King fashion where we'd have like a serious depressed guy who's on the verge of killing himself like Mr. Miracle. He is more like, okay, I need some help. I'm not going to just sit by and be a bystander as my life falls apart. I'm actively going to seek out a solution. And Batman led me to someone that can help me. And arguably the best part of this book is the ending there, where you just see the handshake to the guy that's going to help him. You see the fair play jacket, and we know it's Mr. Terrific. We already knew Mr. Terrific was going to be in this book before that, but I was really impressed with the way they just went about showing us introduction, because if we didn't know that Mr. Terrific was going to be in this book, that's a beautiful way to introduce the character. I love it. I think as far as first issues go, I liked this one. It was really simple. It set up everything we're going to see. All the characters are fun and interesting. The artwork is gorgeous. The writing is a little bit better than Batman and Mr. Miracle, but that's pretty cool too. Overall, so far, this didn't hook me like Mr. Miracle issue 1 did, but I'm invested to see what's going to come forward with this book, and I hope it gets better and it gets really interesting, because this team is really good together, and the artwork, again, beautiful stuff. I'm excited to see where it goes, but tell me if anybody likes Adam Strange, because I'd argue nobody cares. That's just me though, right? So thank you so much for watching this review. Be sure to like it and subscribe to the channel for more content that I think you'll be interested in. And you can support me on Patreon. The weekly poll of this week just went up there, so check that out. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you, and beam me up. Tsunami Studios.